Hi, I'm Rachel. I work for a company called Business Moves Group. I've been there for 26 years and for the last 18 of those I've been the Managing Director. So Business Moves Group started off as a very traditional office moving business. Over recent years we've grown, we've expanded into all areas of workspace. Probably the biggest growth area is the asset lifecycle management of furniture, so really feeding into that sustainability. But we also do the more human-centric side of things like change management, the planning, the communications, and then of course we do storage and everything else that sits around the logistics of moving stuff. The people. The people are very different. We don't look at every opportunity as a pound sign. We look at every opportunity as how do we make this experience fulfilling for every stakeholder that's involved in it. More so now over the last 5 or 6 years where workplace has become so important and it's so different for everybody, and it can be different 5 days a week. So making the experience a really enjoyable experience, or at the very least, an experience that they feel has had no impact on them, and at the very best, an impact that's been really positive. And the whole of Business Moves feed into that ethos. And looking at how companies are working, and making sure that it's fit for purpose for them, and it's not just to pick it up off the shelf and here's the solution. It's very tailored to each individual client's needs. Yeah, I've seen many shifts over the last, so there was the shift into people thinking this is never going to work, we're all going to work from home, to I'm never going back to the office, this works perfectly well. Then shifts in how the offices look and feel. And I think now that's starting to level out a little bit. People do want to collaborate, but they also want to be able to have a desk, sit at and work at it. And organisations are getting that people don't just want to come into the office just to collaborate, they need to be able to do a little bit of both. So we are starting to see a settling of that. And we're starting to see occupancy levels grow slightly. Not quite back to pre-COVID, but they're on their way. So, success is all about the team. So the company nurtures good talent. So when I joined, I was in a very junior position. I was telesales in our Birmingham office, and I had lots of cheerleaders in the business, none less than our chairman, Simon, who really promoted people who think differently. And if he tells you anything, it's that I think completely differently. And that stuck with me and enabled me to build a team that also are really great at what they do, but also think differently, want to bring new innovations in. So the success firmly sits around the team and the culture, and I'm proud to be part of it.